Hi, it's Bart from recpro.com. This movie is one of our videos about deploying trial environments for IBM Collaborative Lifecycle Management. This part is about configuration and setup after installation was already done. Hope you will enjoy it. After you have installed IBM Collaborative Lifecycle Management binaries, it is a good idea to start a configuration process. Of course, we can just now go to the Start menu and click Start Just-in Server. But before you will do that, good idea is to add a little bit more memory to your server, because out of box, IBM Collaborative Lifecycle Management is using only 4 gigabytes, because this is the amount of the memory which is assigned to the Java virtual machine. So if your server has more, you can just assign to this process more. The platform will be working just much better than on the 4 gigabytes. So to do that, you should go to a place where you have installed your IBM Just-in Server, and there will be a folder called Just-in Server. You should go to the server directory, and you should look for the file which is called server.startup. Please do not start it, just edit it. Of course, we recommend Notepad++. And you should look for the line where you can just find 4 gigabytes as a text. So we will just search for 4G. And you see that there are 3 lines, two of them contains 4G, one contains 1G. So we will change 4G to 8G, 8 gigabytes. And we need to change the proportion between those two values and 1G. So if we multiply that by 2, the 1G should be changed to 2G, 2 gigabytes. You should save these settings, and right now the server will use more memory. So we can close this folder, and right now what we'll do, we can just start the Just-in Server. I will do that as administrator, which is of course recommended. And right now what is doing IBM Collaborative Lifecycle Management Suite, when you executed it for the first time, it will copy and will deploy all the applications. So please be patient, because it can take up to a couple minutes. That is of course the main reason why I assigned more memory to the server before the first runtime, because I wanted to save a little bit time. So you see that some files were copied, the server is being launched. So be patient during the first runtime. Do not start the application multiple times. Just give it a couple of minutes to run for the first time. After, you will see a message that the server is already executed. You can start the configuration process itself. So after the server startup was completely finished, and you see that all the application were started, you can just go to the web browser. And in the web browser, you can type https localhost 9443. Of course, if you want, you can change the port number, but for our trial purposes, we won't do that. And after port number, you should put JTS setup. So the URL should be https //localhost port number 9443 JTS /setup. And after you will press enter, of course you will get information that the connection is not secure, because it is self-signed certificate. Of course you can apply your own SSL certificate if you want to get a green locker right here and get a secure connection, but we don't have the key the certificate for the first of all for the local host and for our domain right now for this trial environment purposes. So you can just click advanced and click proceed to local host, and you will see the logon screen. So this is the only warning generated by the browser that is informing you that the connection is not completely secured. But for trial environment, for evaluations, it is far enough. So you should put a login, username login and password, which is admin and admin. Those are the default values, but you can later change them. And you should click the login. And what you will see right now is the configuration screen, and you have two options here, Express and Custom Setup. Custom Setup is usually when you configure more advanced environment, right? Production, development environments, training environments, where you want to configure a lot of things. For this demo, we will use Express Setup because we only want to prepare a demo environment where you can evaluate this product. So we'll just press next. And here we get the URL which you will use to access the application. Please choose this URL carefully because later to change that it requires some work and it is not so simple. So please discuss inside your organization which URL you will use. Of course, for demo environment, it can be just localhost, but in real life, most probably you will want to have like cloudrecpro.com or your domain. So be aware of that. For this demo environment, we'll just keep here localhost on the port 9443. I will just click that I understand all the concerns regarding the URI, and I will just click test connection. It seems it works, and I will just click next. After I will click next, it will ask me about administrator user ID because I don't want to use admin all the time due to security reasons. So here I can just put my own administrator credentials. So it will be administrator, username administrator, password again, and my email, password again, now they should match, and my password, so it will be info@recpro.com. We will just close this windows about viruses, okay, and we can just click next. The user account will be created. We don't have to configure the database. The tool itself will do everything for us. So it can take a couple of minutes to complete the full configuration of the product. So be aware of that. But it won't ask you about the details regarding the installation, the configuration, the database, and so on. So this is mainly for trial purposes, and that is why I'm also showing you that you can leave the local host and the port number. If I would install a professional production environment or training environment, for sure I would not configure that as a local host. So please be aware of that. So we have to give this wizard couple of minutes to finish, and then we can move to the playing with the product itself. So after a couple of minutes, you will see that the installation process is complete. So it should be confirmed by the message on the top where we have the information that it was completed successfully. Of course, if you will have some errors, then you should report it to IBM support or just ask on the js.net forum. But of course, later we can just click next. and you are being asked which trial licenses you want to activate. So after you did installation, you see that you can activate licenses for 60 days to do the whole evaluation process. Of course, you can activate a license for each product separately. So activate license for doors, for rational engineering lifecycle manager, for quality manager, team concert. But if you want to click less, I strongly recommend to my customers just to activate the IBM Rational Solution for Collaborative Lifecycle Management license, and you should activate the practitioner, which is including all the licenses inside, but of course licenses for doors, quality manager, and team concert. It doesn't include rational engineering lifecycle management. So just click activate, accept terms of agreement, and select this license. So you see that you have 10 trial licenses available, and after that you can just click finish, and you have fully operational evaluation environment on which you can evaluate, play with the product. So you are ready to go. Thanks for watching this video. If you are more interested in services, trainings, or custom workshops, please visit our website recpro.com. Thanks for watching.